In today's education news, on the same day that Gilly Keegs tweets this, in 2010 only around 200 schools were academies, whereas now it's over 10,000, which has meant, according to her, who clearly hasn't been in a school and I don't know how long, higher standards across our schools, contributing to over 90% of schools now being rated good or outstanding. Another reason why we're keeping these grading, these labels, because it's nothing to do with anything else other than she tweets it pretty much every day. Now, has it raised standards when on the same day I've been inundated about this news story where an academy trust is planning to scrap all primary school teaching assistants? The trust are doing this, making TAs either choose redundancy or apply for one of these new pastoral and learning support roles, otherwise known as PAL, because we just love an acronym in education. The bosses at the trust, I wonder how much they're on, are saying that the move is necessary for the spiralling running costs caused by staff pay rises, increased pension contributions and energy costs. What is worrying me is I can see this just becoming more and more commonplace. Obviously, I get asked a lot about academy chains and what I think about trusts, this and that. And my honest answer is, I think it all comes down to leadership. You can be in a state school, the leadership can be great, can be awful. Matt's academies are exactly the same. While I know that because the government just don't care about education and are not willing to fund it, schools are really struggling to make ends meet with their budgets, getting rid of TAs, I think, is a really short-sighted thing. Because I have always been one of the biggest champions of support staff and TAs, and I just think they are absolutely incredible and the backbone of every successful school. I'm telling you this now, and I've done quite a few sessions with TAs this academic year, and I tell the story of how if it wasn't for the first TA I had when I was an NQT, I would not be here doing this now. When I was an NQT, straight out of uni, 22, in charge of a group of 30 kids. Whose idea was that? Who thought that was a good idea? That TA just got me through my NQT year. She'd worked at the school for years. She was able to help me with all the routines. Whenever I doubted myself, whenever I thought I wasn't good enough, when I had those days, she was always reassuring. And the way she supported the children in my class who needed that little bit of extra help was just incredible. My biggest worry with this sort of news, which I'm sure won't be the last, is the impact this is going to have on students. Because I know that TAs with a lot of children have more of an impact than the classroom teacher. Those TAs who work with small groups, support children with different SEND needs, will have a closer connection, often a better relationship, and are the sole reason in some cases why children make the vast amounts of progress they make. I know teachers work incredibly hard, and if you've got a good TA by your side as a teacher, they are like gold dust. They make your life as a teacher so much easier. So to then think of the consequence that can have and the pressure that can put on teachers if those TAs are no longer in the school. We all know, because we see it every day, the behaviour issues we're seeing in class, how the SEND crisis, how so many children are in need of that extra support and help. And so to have less adult supervision and support in class, I just don't think is going to have a positive outcome, and it'll be the children who lose out once again.